Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/cheating stories, where OP's gut feeling is right on the money. Let's begin. My girlfriend cheated on me with our boss. Posted by Reddit user New Salamander.
Gonna start off by saying this is the first time I've used Reddit, let alone making a post. So if I'm not doing this right, I apologize. I'm 21 and was dating my 19-year-old girlfriend, who I will call M, for about 8 months. I know, not very long, but was the longest relationship I have been in. We both worked in the same grocery store and I had a crush on her for months. I finally worked up the courage to ask her out, and to my surprise she said yes. Fast forward to when our new 37-year-old store manager started working there. For a couple months I thought he was a good guy, serious but knew how to keep things lighthearted. But one day when I was off work and M was off at 2 p.m., she came over to my place like she often would, and out of nowhere she tells me that our manager said to her, you could do a lot better than him. To say I was upset by this comment would be an understatement. She even tried to downplay it by saying he didn't mean it like that. How else would he mean it? So from there on, I voiced my concerns about him to her, but she would always tell me not to worry. Eventually, I found a better paying job with better hours. My goal was to move out so my girlfriend and I could live together to help her with university. She lived 30 to 40 minutes outside of our town, so moving in would make life easier for her. We ended up moving in with my friends. There was 5 of us in that house and everything seemed perfect. I got to wake up to the woman I loved and have my close friends all in the same place, and it was going great for about a month. One day I noticed that T was texting her a lot and I asked about it, and she said that they have become close friends. Safe to say this annoyed me because deep down I knew what his intentions were. I started to notice that she was spending more and more time with T outside of the workspace, usually with other work friends. But where it gets worse is where he would invite her over to his apartment alone to hang out. Now, I never got concrete evidence that she cheated on me, but let's be honest. There's no way nothing happened, and at the very least she was emotionally cheating on me. At this point I was convinced she was gonna leave me for him, so I tried my best to save our relationship. I sat her down one night in our bed and voiced my concerns about him yet again. And I'm not proud of this, but about halfway through I just start bawling my eyes out, practically begging her not to leave me. She hugged me and told me I had nothing to worry about and I was her one true love. About a week later she came over and I went in for a hug, and she paused and said, "I don't want any affection right now, we need to talk." My heart sank when I heard her say that. She said that her mental health was in decline, and with the stress of work, university, and me, that it was too much. We sat in silence for what felt like forever, but eventually we started packing all her things. I only lasted maybe 5 minutes before I just completely broke down and couldn't help pack. So just like that, the woman of my dreams, the only who could truly make me laugh and break me out of my shell, was gone. Just like that. The next day my buddy, who's also my landlord, gave me her portion of the rent back. I messaged her saying that I had her rent money on my dresser for her and she can come pick it up when I'm at work. I also left her a note saying that I held no resentment for her and I respected her choice, and that I would wait for her to be in better health. And she replied with a note of her own saying she's glad I don't hate her. Boy, is that gonna change, and that she wants to remain friends and that maybe in the future we could get back together. So I was holding on to the chance we might get back together for months.
That's stupid! You're stupid! Stop being stupid!
But as it turns out, she started dating T not even a month after she left me. So all that mental health stuff she was saying was all a lie and nothing more than an excuse to leave me for someone almost twice her age. Ever since I found out they've been dating, I have been inconsolable. I feel like she was groomed by him, and the fact that her family is just okay with it is absolutely mind-blowing. Not really looking for any advice, just wanted to pretty much write my thoughts down as a way to help me get over her. But if you made it to the end, I want to say thank you, and I hope you never have to experience anything like this. Small update, we haven't talked in months and I have her blocked on everything.
OP, here are some old man advice from your creepy Uncle PattSun. First, you have to see when you're taking L's, young man. She can't be the love of your life and also fucking your boss at the same time. You need to learn how to let go, cut your losses, and move on. Secondly, never cry in front of a woman ever again. Appealing to a woman's empathy for love when she's not interested will do nothing but end all prospects of her ever seeing you as a partner. Also, if you haven't already, please call the corporate office of their workplace. You need to report that relationship and nuke them, OP. Lastly, I sincerely believe that she wasn't groomed. You just give hosts way too much credit. And now for today's second story. Today I fucked up by ruining my husband's relationship with his best friend. Posted by Reddit user Luna Nova.
My husband and I are both 35, have been together for 7 years and married for 5. He has 2 older brothers that he isn't particularly close with. The one person he is very close to is his cousin Aaron. They lived together after my husband graduated college. He was the best man at our wedding, and Aaron even lived with us for a year while we were married so he could finish school. I like Aaron a lot. He has felt like a brother-in-law to me, much more than my actual in-laws have ever felt. My husband and I have had a rough 3 years. Between COVID, there was a point where both of our fathers were in terrible health. We've dealt with infertility issues, and sadly, in July, we had a stillbirth at 34 weeks pregnant, and Aaron has been there for us through all of that. He is probably the person my husband can lean on the most for support. Last night, I got a call from Aaron's longtime girlfriend Jennifer. She asked if it was okay if she could come over and have some girl talk with me. Jennifer and Aaron have been together about as long as my husband and I have. She has 3 kids from a previous relationship, and we love them. They spent the night at our house, and her older kid's dog sit for us. She comes over and proceeds to tell me some serious problems she has had with Aaron, and she is at a loss at what to do. The main crux of her issues are Aaron is in an insane amount of debt and has basically used her as a place to crash for 7 years. He is constantly criticizing her for her parenting, saying she babies her teenage children, and finally, he's lying about where he's going, and his locations have him at a massage place that does happy endings. I hate to say that the financial issues and the parenting issues I already vaguely knew about. Even my husband and I have called Aaron out about how he talks about the teenagers, but I had no idea how bad it was. We talked through it, and I flat out asked her if he is going to a massage parlor and getting happy ending behind your back, would you still stay with him? And she said yes. So I gave her some advice about boundaries and talking to him, and I left it at that. After she left, I went upstairs and told my husband what she said. He proceeds to have a complete breakdown. He is in tears. I finally get him to talk, and he starts saying things like, can I just have one person in my life that I can trust? I can't go to my brothers to talk, and now I can't trust Aaron because I know he's been doing this shit. He's fucking better than this. Just completely and utterly destroyed. I feel terrible. I didn't even think about it when I told him what Jennifer said. I didn't even think that it could ruin their relationship. Aaron is the only person he goes to for advice and really looks up to as a big brother, and I just completely destroyed that image. I'm going with the classic pretend it didn't happen technique this morning. But I just feel like I completely took away the one family member who felt comfortable turning to for emotional support. The fuck do I do? TLDR. Today I ducked up by telling my husband all the fucked up shit his best friend / surrogate brother has done to his girlfriend, and I've probably ruined their relationship at a time when my husband really needs support. Update. Yowza. Thank you everyone for your kind words and your jokes. It certainly helped calm down my spiraling brain. I don't have much of an update on Jennifer and Aaron other than they are broken up. But my husband and I have heard that a time or 20 and don't really buy it. I will go ahead and give some clarification on some common questions. Why do you think you fucked up? Honestly, because of my husband's reaction. The minute I realized he was breaking down and crying, in my head I was thinking shit, oh I fucked up. I just felt so horrible that I made him upset, and I know it wasn't me, it was what Aaron did that upset him. But maybe it's the former Catholic in me. I am programmed to look inward for blame lol. Is Aaron your husband's only friend? No, we actually have a great group of friends who are very much a chosen family to us. Aaron is his cousin and the only family member he is really close to. We have a good relationship with his parents and siblings, but they've never been close. He's also the youngest of all the grandkids. His cousins are all at least 5 years older than him, so there was never anyone in his family he was close with growing up. He and Aaron got closer in college, and it felt like he finally had that person who understood their family that he could confide in. Why aren't you in therapy? Oh, don't you worry, we are in all the therapy. When our baby died, we got into group therapy, couples therapy, and individual therapy. Our couples therapist has been trying to get us to focus on things to look forward to again. Simple things like going out to dinner, going on a trip, etc. We are unfortunately in a real negative headspace these days, which I think is the other reason he had such a big reaction. Tiny update. My husband and I both work from home. I tried my hardest to avoid the subject about Aaron and Jennifer. Then while I was in the shower, he came in the bathroom and said, by the way, yes, I am still pissed about Aaron. Fuck. We went out to dinner last night. I did apologize to him. Not exactly I'm sorry I told you, more like I'm sorry that happened. He said you have absolutely nothing to apologize for. I am pissed off at Aaron. Paranoid me said you sure you aren't mad at me at all. My husband said I am about 1% mad at you, because you probably shouldn't have told me after I ate my gummies. We take Delta 8 gummies at night to sleep. I guess he had already taken a few by the time I came upstairs. I did tell him that there was more shitty things Aaron has done that I didn't get a chance to tell him because he got so upset. I asked him if he wants to know that stuff, to which he said not now, maybe another night. We enjoyed our steaks and chilled for the evening. I don't know what is going to happen moving forward. He is very insistent that he is not going to reach out to Aaron, and Aaron still has no idea Jennifer talked to us or that my husband knows all the shit Aaron has done. Maybe he will wake up tomorrow in a different timeline, where no bad things ever happen. We can all dream, right?
OP, I don't see where you fucked up here. You did everything correctly. Aaron is just a dickhead. I hope that your husband doesn't try to mend things with him. It's for his own good. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.